What is up, Unison Gamers? It's Michael Shawn from Unison Games Cafe, and we are doing a blind pre-release of Brothers War. Now, hopefully this is coming out on the release of Brothers War. Usually I get this out a little earlier. Have to apologize. I've been sick this week, and I'm still kind of getting over it, so if my voice sounds a little weird, that's why. But this is kind of like the first day that I actually feel up to talking for a couple hours, because that's kind of what this video requires. Anyway, enough about me. We're getting into Sealed Brothers War. So I feel like every time a new set comes out, it becomes increasingly difficult to remain spoiler-free. But I have done most of that. I've heard the names of some of the mechanics. I will say that back when we were in this era of Magic lore, I was not playing the game, and so that helps to be spoiler-free because I don't really know the characters super well. I don't know the lore super well. I don't know the old mechanics super well. So I know we have some returning mechanics, but that doesn't really mean that I know what they do. So pretty pumped. I got enough gems just to jump into this event. So let's do it. Confirm purchase. So if this is the first time tuning into a blind pre-release, basically you get 6 packs, you build your deck. They show you the rares at the beginning. And I am trying to do this having not looked at any of the cards in advance. Definitely not what you should do if you're going to go draft or pre-release. You should probably read what some of the cards are and figure out the strategies and all that. But I'm just for the fun of it, we're going in not knowing anything. So if I mispronounce any names of famous characters, my bad. Whenever one or more creatures with mana value 3 or less... Oh, cool. Enters the battlefield, you draw a card. This ability triggers only once a turn. Kind of interesting. That's Welcoming Vampire has a similar effect to that, and it's a creature that flies. Awakening the Woods. Make X Green Forest Dryad land creature tokens. They are affected by Summoning Sickness. Good to know. So they're not creatures that tap for mana. They're an actual land. So that's kind of interesting. Portal to Phyrexia. When this enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It's a Phyrexia in addition to its other types. That's kind of neat. 9, all colorless mana. Makes sense. Queen Kayla Bin Krug. Legendary creature, Human Noble. 2/3. You discard all cards in your hands and draw that many cards. You can choose another artifact creature card with mana value 1. You discard it this way. Then do the same for artifact or creature tokens with 2 or 3. You return those to the battlefield. It's kind of neat. Kind of cheat out a bunch of stuff. Interesting. A little expensive, but cool. Staff of Domination. So I did hear about this, that they're doing retro bordered cards. Kind of neat. So you untap this. You can gain life. You can untap target creatures. You can just do a bunch of stuff. That's probably pretty good. We're probably going to put that in our deck. Kayla's Reconstruction. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to X artifact and or creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. That's not bad. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Up to X. Okay. So you definitely have to pump some mana into this thing, but it's pretty good. Top 7 is a lot, and there's one more rare hiding in there somewhere. All right, so let's try to get a feel for what these colors do. Hexproof and Indestructible, it's kind of fine. Top 4 cards reveal a creature card. Okay, so this does a similar thing that a rare does. Survivor of Corliss, you first strike. You can exile it from the graveyard, discard 2. That's always nice. Something that has utility from the graveyard is really good for formats like this. Deadly Riposte. Okay, I think this is a reprint. Deals 3 damage to target tapped creature. You gain 2 life. Cool. Phalanx Vanguard. Vigilance whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control. This gets +1/+0, okay. Until end of turn. These cards are not usually very good. But it is a 2 for 2 with Vigilance. That's cool. When this dies, you make a Power Stone. Okay. That can't be... So it pays for artifacts. Cool. That's probably what Power Stones do, but I don't really play formats where Power Stones are a thing. Tocasia's Welcome. We already read that one. Union of the Third Path. Draw a card. Gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. It's kind of good. Veteran's Power Blade. Quick creature gets +2/+0. You'd equip a soldier for just 1 white, or cost 2. That's not bad. Lauren, Disciple of History. Whenever this or another legendary enters the battlefield, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Kind of neat. Enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. And it's Unearth. How does Unearth work? I should know what this does. Just put it on the graveyard. It gains haste. Exile it at the end of the next end step. Unearth only as a sorcery. So it's kind of like it's like Bad Blitz. That's cool. Again, things that have utility from the graveyard are generally pretty good. It's just a 3/1 for 4, which is like not amazing, but if you have ways to pay for artifacts, it's not bad. Thopter Architect, let's go. Enters the battlefield under control. Target creature gains flying. That's kind of neat. Aeronaut Cavalry enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 on another soldier, and it's 3/4 that has flying. It's not bad. Get 4 soldier artifact tokens for 6. Kind of neat. Already read that card. All right, moving into blue here. Seems like low to the ground, like soldiers, is kind of what white does. Philology Archaeologist. When enters the battlefield, mill 3. You may put a non-creature, non-land among cards milled this way into your hand. If you don't, you get a +1/+1. It's kind of neat. Scatter Ray. Counter target artifact or creature unless they pay 4. That's pretty good counter. That's a pretty good counter. I like that. Zephyr Sentinel. Flash and Flying. It's a 2/1. That's pretty good for blue. When it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature you control to its owner's hand. If it was a soldier, you get a +1/+1 on this. Yeah, that's pretty solid. You can block with a soldier. Yeah, I like that a lot. Splitting the Power Stone. As initial cost to cast a spell, sack an artifact. Create 2 tap Power Stones. If the artifact was legendary, you draw a card. It's kind of neat. Stern Lesson, draw 2, then discard a card. Create a tap Power Stone token. Not bad. 3 is a little much, but then you get the Power Stone to help pay for stuff later. Third Path Savant. 2/3 for 3, and then for 7 you just draw 2 cards. Little slow, but not terrible. Urza's Rebuff. So 3, you can tap 2 creatures or you can counter a spell. Basically do blue things. Kind of expensive. It's not like a good rate, but it's got the utility of being 2 things that blue wants to do on the 1 card. That's pretty good. Wing Commando, Flying, and Prowess. Having Prowess on this is a returning mechanic for those of you guys that don't know. When you cast a non-creature spell, everything gets +1/+1. That's been in a lot of stuff. I am aware of this this one just because it's all over Pioneer. I play Burn, so Prowess is a thing. Anyway, having Prowess on a flyer, really, really good. Latinam Adept. Whenever you draw your second card, put a +1/+1. Oh, I love this. I love that mechanic. Super cool. A little expensive, but it could get out of control pretty quickly. Retrieval Agent gets +1/-1. I like that they've been doing this with pumps lately. I've seen that on a couple other cards. There was like a Kavu from Dominaria that had a similar effect. Pretty cool. Pump, but it has an end to it because you'll kill the creature if you pump it enough times. Flow of Knowledge. Draw a card for each island you control, then discard 2 cards. Interesting for mono blue. Draw a card for each island you control. That could be a lot of cards, potentially. Prototype. What the heck is that? You may cast a spell with a different mana cost, color, power, and toughness. It keeps its abilities and types. So for 9, it's a 7/7, or for 2 and 2 blue, it's a 3/3. You may have this enter the battlefield as a copy of an artifact creature you control, except it's an artifact creature in addition to its other types. Power and toughness are equal to Hulkling Metamorph's power and toughness. All right, so you can have a copy of something. That seems like it would be pretty good. All right, let's get ourselves into black here. Emergency Weld. Return target artifact or creature card from the graveyard. Make a thing. That's not bad for 2 mana. Go for the Throat. Destroy a non-artifact creature. I feel like that... yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that's a... I can't remember if that's a reprint or not. Thran Vigil. Whenever 1 or more artifact and or creatures leave your graveyard during your turn, you get a +1/+1 on target creature you control. Kind of neat. Only 2. Not bad. Carrion Locust. When it enters the battlefield, exile target card from opponent's graveyard. Does this count? Leave your graveyard. Okay. If it was a creature, they lose 1 life. Fair enough. It's a flyer. 2/1. Gixian Skullflare. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, put a +1/+1 on this. Oh, so it keeps growing. Interesting. It's kind of cool. Gix's Caress. Ooh, scary. Target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-land from it. That player discards that. Make a Power Stone. All right. Moment of Defiance. Target creature gets +2/+1. Gains lifelink until end of turn. That's pretty neat. I wonder what's going on in this. Okay. Ravenous Gigamole. Oh, that's terrifying as well. When it enters the battlefield, mill 3. You may put a creature card among cards milled this way into your hand. If you don't, you get a +1/+1 on this. Interesting. We actually got almost no black. Interesting. All right, let's get into some red cards. Goblin Blast Runner, +2/+0, and Menace as long as you sacked a permanent this turn. Mishra's Research Desk. You sack this, exile the top 2 cards of your library, choose 1, and you can play it. That's like a classic red thing. Costs a total of 2 mana, which is not terrible, and it has Unearth, so you get to use it twice. I kind of like that. And you can use it even if you don't play red. You just can't unearth it. You can't use it twice if you don't play red. Whirling Strike. First strike and trample. Always good. Always helpful for red to have a way to get trample. Helps them to kind of close the game. Giant Cinder Maul. It's pretty cool. Oh, just can't gain life. That's pretty good. Tomako Scrapsmith. When it enters the battlefield, mill 3. You may put an artifact from among cards milled this way into your hand. If you don't, put a +1/+1 on this. So that's just like a common effect here, is that you mill, and then if you don't get what you can get off the mill, the thing gets a +1/+1. We've seen that on our cards already. Mishra's Onslaught. Make some soldier artifact creature tokens, or creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn. It seems way too expensive. Sibling Rivalry. Okay. Kind of neat. Got some green magic and some red magic there. Can control a target artifact or creature until end of turn. Untap it. Gains haste until end of turn. Create a Power Stone. 4. Mishra's Juggernaut. Trample. It attacks every combat if able, and it unearths. That seems like a pretty good card. Blitz Automation. Okay, this is another thing with Prototype. It has haste, so it could be a 3/2 for 3, or it could be a 6/4 for 7. It's kind of good. Sentinel Stalwart. You know what I haven't seen a ton of is I haven't seen a ton of artifact destruction. I'm looking at some right now. That seems like it would be very powerful in this format. Speaking of, let's move to green. Tap an untapped artifact you control. Add a mana of any color. So a mana dork in a weird way. Giant Growth. This is a classic card, just +3/+3. I like the new art. Very cool. Argothian, I think is how you say that. Argothian Sprite. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Also seems very good. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Argothian Sprite. Kind of, green is probably the color I play the least, but I'm kind of leaning towards some green here because that seems pretty good. Oh, and a fight spell. Fight spells are always good. Epic Confrontation. +1/+2. It fights a creature you don't. And this thing is a common. Wow. Wow, that's really good. I like that. You've let yourself grown old, and your light is dimming. Shall we talk one last time, or must I slay you now? Mishra to Urza. All right. Tomako Honor Guard. 3/1. It's got Ward. They're putting Ward in like every set now since they come out. I think it's a cool little thing. 3/1 for 2 with Ward. I feel like it's just going to get chump blocked, though. Burrowing Razor Maw. When it dies, you mill 4. All right, so that could be helpful if you decide to play some black stuff. Oh, this is so cute. Fade from History. Each player who controls an artifact or enchantment makes a 2/2 green bear, then destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Shoot down, exile artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Just good removal. It costs 4, which is kind of expensive, but I think it might be goodness. Tawnos' Tinkering. Put 2 +1/+1s on target artifact, creature, or land you control. Untap that permanent. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 creature in addition to its other types. Oh, that's pretty neat. So you can just animate. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Boulder Branch Golem. Has the prototype thing. When it enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to its power. Oh, that's kind of cool, too. So if you wait for it, you can gain more life. Iron Craw Crusher. Whenever this attacks, target attacking creature gets +X/+0 till end of turn. Awaken the Woods. We saw this card already. Just make a bunch of tokens that have stuff. All right, getting into our gold cards here. There's not a lot. We have 2 in Boros colors and 1 in Dimir. When centers the battlefield, draw discard. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. This gets +1/+0 and Menace. That's kind of neat. We already read that one. Philagi Vanguard. First strike. Whenever this or another thing enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. We got Evolving Wilds back. Good card, especially if you're trying to go 3 colors. Ornithopter, classic. That I am aware of this card. Tekosia's Dig Site has Surveil on it. That's pretty good. That's a returning mechanic. You'll get the top card of your library, and then you put any number of them into your graveyard. The rest on top of your library in order. It's kind of like a scry that puts in the graveyard. So better or worse depending on what kind of deck you're playing. Chromatic Star, another classic card. Oh wow, this is in standard now, right? That's crazy. All right, so yeah, as I kind of expect, Swiftfoot Boots got reprinted in this. As much as I am not a Commander player, I do know the Commander cards. So this makes sense that there's just a ton of artifacts in these packs. Flash Goblin Firebomb. Oh, I know this card too. That's neat. Spectrum Sentinel. Oh, you just destroy any target permanent? It's kind of good. It's kind of good. Protection from Multicolored. Whenever a non-basic land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain 1. Kind of neat. Aeronaut's Wings. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and flying. Energy Refractor. When enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Pay 2. Add a mana of any color. Kind of rough. Liquid Metal Coating. Target permanent becomes an artifact in addition to its other types until end of turn. In a weird way, that could help you remove stuff. Kind of neat. Swiftfoot Boots. Hexproof and Haste. As you put it on a creature. Pretty good. Jaloom Tome. 2 draw a card, then discard a card. Not bad. We already read this card. Very good. Tower Worker. Reach. Add, if you control creature's name, Mine Worker and Power Plant Worker. Oh, this is like all the the lands. Urza Tower, Urza Mine, and Urza Worker. I don't even know what those cards do, to be honest. I just know that Commander players want them. If you control these, add 3 instead. Neat. So now there's an artifact that goes with those. Storm Retrieval Unit. 4, you get a thing that pays for things. Su-Chi Cave Guard. Vigilance, Ward 4. Okay, it's an 8/8 for 8. When it dies, you add 8 mana until the end of the turn. This seems like a really good bomb. It has Ward and Vigilance on it. And it pays for more stuff when it dies. Portal Fire X, yeah, we already saw that. Yeah, looks kind of neat. Looks kind of neat. All right, let's build a deck. Okay. I'm doing a bad thing because I have no idea what else to cut. I do feel like green was the strongest color in the card pool, and blue is the color that I play the most, so I threw blue in here. Well, I felt like the blue had a lot of really just solid creatures that could level up kind of over time, and that's what I feel like we're going to be doing with this deck. So we have a little bit of ramp. We have a lot of board control with stuff like this. Obviously, the Epic Confrontations, we actually had 2 of those, which is pretty awesome. We have this to kind of tap down creatures if we need to. We've got this to remove problematic artifacts. We've got Shoot Down to kill like just anything that's a problem, basically. So we have this to make more mana dorks, and then we have some big artifacts that we're going to play. Didn't realize that this said opponent sacks 3 creatures. I thought both players had to sack 3 creatures for some reason when I read this card. This card's pretty nuts. So basically this is one of our win cons. That we can just keep getting some free creatures later in the game. That seems really strong, especially if our artifacts get removed. Most of our artifacts have prototype, so we can play them earlier in the game if we need to. That seems like just a very strong mechanic, that a creature can be a late game bomb or a mid game like tempo play. Seems very good. This card just seems like amazing. It just does so many things. Speaking of, we do have some gain life. So we gain life there. We also gain life on this one. There's another creature that gains life as well. I don't remember what it is. But like I was saying with the blue cards, they level up. So this draws cards later in the game. This potentially gets more and more counters on it. This gets +1/-1 if we can pump a lot of mana into it. So that seems kind of good. We got Swiftfoot Boots to make a big threat hexproof. This card might come out. I'm a little over 40 cards, and I don't obviously like to play that way. However, I have no idea what else to cut. So let's take a look. Play a couple games, and we'll cut some things. That's got great art, so I made that the deck cover, and we're going into the first game. Let's see what we can do here. Really neat set. A lot of cool flavor. Oh, that's pretty neat. All right. We got our Surveil land. That's pretty good to start. However, this could be problematic for us. Oh, also we splashed a little bit of red. Forgot to mention that for this. You know, I think we got a mulligan. This one we'll keep, I guess. Got to return a card. Do we just return the blue one because we don't have a blue source? It's our only creature in hand, though. I think this is the one we return. Cool, a creature. So we can play this now. I let it flash, so you probably should have played it during my opponent's turn. Okay. Alright, they got a flyer thing. They're playing Dimir. Cool, so we got some mana dorkage there. I think we're going to play this first, though. Hope we get a land off this next grab and we can play the Staff of Domination. That'd be awesome. Nope, we didn't get it. Okay. Argument could have been made to play this just so we could curve into it, tapping this artifact. But I feel pretty good about hitting for 3, assuming they don't have something scary. Does have ward. Okay, sure. That's fair. So I guess we're going to trade. And we'll play this guy. Would love a land to ramp into this guy next turn. That'd be awesome. Okay. We did get a land. Still green. It's pretty wild. So we are going to ramp into this. Autopay. Pretty cool that this makes any color, but you do have to have the artifact as well. But you could tap equipment with this. It's pretty wild. Alright, so they prototype something. We haven't seen this card. When enters the battlefield, you scry where X is the power. That's wow, that's pretty good. Wish we had that in this deck. And it's a Thopter, so it flies. We got our red source. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, we have this. This is a soldier. It's a 2/5. This is also a soldier. We could play something with cost 5. We could make more land. Land creature tokens. That's most likely the play. What we do is we drop this land, and we go to combat. We attack with this and see if they block, because we can always pump this if we need to. We also have a flash creature to save it if they have some kind of... Well, they're not going to have any kill spell. All right, we're going to damage here. Let's just deal the 2 damage. And then I think we're going to just make mana dorks. Because I could play this. I could gain 1 life, theoretically, this turn. Or I could make more mana and do more stuff with it next time. So if we do this, we can make 3. Yep. It's not bad. Start. Oh, what's this? Urza's Silex. 2 and 2. Exile this. Each player chooses 6 lands. Destroy all of their permanents. Whoa. We could keep our guys. That's kind of neat. Activate only as a sorcery. You may pay 2. If you do, search for a Planeswalker card. Reveal it. That's pretty interesting, actually. That's a cool card. They can't play it right now, though. We're definitely going to... Does this matter? Untap target creature. No, so we play that land. Move into combat here. And we attack with this. They want us to deal damage. We have 3 available with this. We can untap creatures. Probably just going to gain life. Yep, that's cool. Then we're going to play this out. Actually, we could do everything with this because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available to us. So we could potentially draw a card. Or we could gain 2 life. Yeah, we'll pass 2 attackers. It's fine. Okay. I think I just take 3. It's fine. Or are they going to do this? Okay, pay 2. Search your library for a Planeswalker card. Sure. Then I'm going to choose 6 lands and destroy all of their permanents, which kind of sucks. So, let's think about this. We have this. I think we use it to draw a card. Yeah, I think we use it to draw a card here. Six lands I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should probably just keep the land. Ouch. Here's the cool thing. Oh, we don't have blue sources anymore. That's crazy. Well, we can get in for 1. And then we can play this. Yeah, it's actually kind of wild that we haven't drawn a blue source quite yet. There should be one coming, though. Prison Sentence. What is this? You scry 2. And its activated abilities can't be activated. Nice. That's pretty good. Hey, Evolving Wilds, we can get a blue source. We'll get in for 1. What, in its turn? Do that during their turn. Oh, they don't got nothing to do. Sweet. Give me a blue source. Yay. Now we can Stern Lessing. Sweet. Let's draw 2 cards. More blue source. We'll probably get rid of this. Play this. Oh, too bad that's not a soldier. We could get it back. If it was a soldier. Oh, cool. I could still do it. That's dope. All right. So we definitely get in for one here. Excuse me. And turn. All right. I'm ready. Uh-oh. Do they still not have anything to do? They don't. All right. This is where things start coming together. Turn that. That fizzles. Now it's my turn. Sure, we'll play this out. Why not? Oh, and we pay for it with the Power Stone? That's busted. I like it. Then we're going to go to combat. So they got some kind of instant shenanigans. My theory is they had one white open, and it was like holding priority on white. I wonder if they have like the one white combat trick in their hand right now, which doesn't do any good if they don't have this. What is this? Scry 2. Whenever you choose to put one or more cards on the bottom of your library while scrying, exile that many cards. Whoa. That's a pretty wild artifact. Don't love that. Oh, this is the guy that can pump over time. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is full swing here. Go to blocks. You have nothing now. I was wrong about them. So yeah, we'll definitely pay for that. Oh, this can pay. Can't be spent to cast now. Yeah, you can just pay for that. That's pretty busted. We'll drop this and turn. Yeah, this creature could become a serious problem in the late game. 2 counters at a time is really strong. Yep. What'd they just get here? Recommission. Neat card. I think they're done here. This is an instant? No, it's a sorcery. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, recommission, get an artifact. Oh. Oh, that's actually really good. Whoa. I think they still lose. Yeah, good game. Well, our deck did what we wanted it to do there. Felt really good. I didn't really play a card that I disliked. The only thing that was kind of upsetting was that we didn't get blue sources for a while. But we managed. We managed just fine. Yeah, I can't really think of a card that I drew that I didn't need at the time, like that I would take out of the deck. So we're just gonna leave it at what it is and jump into this next game. Saw some really cool, like, giant artifacts. I mean, that's kind of what this set's all about, right? Giant artifacts. This is a much better hand than last time, so we will absolutely keep it. Drop a green source first. Drop our Sprite. Be afraid. I almost played green-red. That was actually the next... I mean, I guess I kind of did. I splashed a little bit of red for this guy. And I was supposed to splash... Oh, what did they just mill? A dragon. Interesting. Cool sleeves. Okay. They put a land card in their hand. This is a pretty good card. Scrapwork Mutt. Enters battlefield, discard, then draw. Unearth 2. That's pretty strong, especially for red. We got Chromatic Star, which is pretty good. But we could also play this. Gain some life. I don't really see a huge danger for us right now. Playing it slow might be fine. Yeah, play this. Yeah. I don't think we attack, though. So they're just going to block with this for sure. Oh, no. This can't be blocked. Whoops. I should have swung there. Yeah, might as well, because I'm not going to block. Because I don't like this untapped mana here. Rather keep my creature, I think. Double strike till end of turn? Sure, why not? Yep. Swiftfoot Boots, that's cool. Okay, now is probably the time to use this, I think. Let's make green. Yep. Draw a card. Hope we get a land. We didn't get the land. Shoot down, though. Artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. That's kind of good. I feel like there's going to be more threats later. Yeah, let's make the 3/3. We'll make the 3/3. All right. Can't attack now because this will block. But making the 3/3 is good. That makes us be able to block both of these. Yeah, you're gonna gain double strike so that I'm not gonna block with this. And they're gonna full swing. That kind of surprises me. Still kind of nervous about blocking here. Kind of nervous about blocking, but I don't know. I'm going to take 4, so I think I'm going to let it do its thing here. They're thinking about it. Yep, that's fair. Wow, it just gains everything? What is this? +1/+1. It gains reach, trample, hexproof, indestructible until end of turn. That's crazy. And it keeps the +1/+1. That's also crazy. All right, well, let's play this. We could make this big thing. Yeah, let's make that big thing. Yeah, I want to keep this creature, so we'll attack with it. Whoops. The question here is, do we trade? Do we trade? I'm going to say no blocks on this one. Mishra's Onslaught. Ow. Ow. Alright, now we're in trouble here. It's probably play this and shoot this down. And if they have the thing that gives us trample, we're just in trouble. We're going to have to attack with this. We're going to do that. Kill that. I have to attack with this, so I will. Let them kind of think through some stuff. All right. I have to block this. The question is if they gain trample. If they gain trample, I just lose the game. Let's dare them to not have trample. Hey, look at that. They didn't have trample. Cool. We live to fight another day. And we have this. This is going to have to attack. Which means I'm going to need a creature. So I have to make a land a creature here. Yeah, I'm down for that. Target an artifact, creature, or land. We're going to target this land. Make it a thing. It untaps, which is pretty good. Then we'll go to combat. This is the only thing we're going to attack with because we have to block. We're actually not doing too bad here. End turn. So there's two things that kill us here. If they have a spell that gives this trample, that kills us. Also, if they have removal for one of my creatures, that kills us. So all we can do is hope that they don't have those things. The nice thing is, if they swing out now, I think they die. Well, that helps them not die. Target creature is +X/+X, where X is the number of cards in graveyards. That sucks, because now I'm going to have to let two things die. Yeah, I just have to block, and both of them will die. Otherwise, I die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I think this is probably the end for us here. Yeah, this is the end for us. We'll block like that, or we'll attack like that just for funds. And we'll play this creature for our goals. And then we'll say good game and concede. All right. I think we can get rid of Swiftfoot Boots. Obviously, that's a really good card. I just don't think we need it in our deck. So let's get rid of it. Also, I splashed red with the intention of playing this card, and then we didn't play it. So we'll play that. This is like the MVP of our deck. Is there anything else we can kind of get rid of here? We still haven't seen a bunch of these cards, actually. It's the nature of playing a deck that's a little bigger than it needs to be. Okay. Did make it to 9 mana to play our Phyrexian Portal there, or Portal to New Phyrexia, or whatever that card's called. That could have helped us a lot. All right. I'm going first. And this is a really good hand, so I'm going to keep it. Go ahead and drop a green source first. I try to drop... Oh, what does this do? Enters... No, when it dies, you gain 2. Sack this, exile target non-artifact or non-creature enchantment. Huh. That's interesting. So we pulled that, but we're not gonna play it quite yet. Okay, cool. Very cool. We're gonna play this land. Now that we remember that this doesn't get blocked. Oh, I just realized we actually might have won that game last time if we had attacked with this earlier. It's pretty wild. So we'll play this, and then we'll leave mana untapped for Zephyr Sentinel as well. It's a 2/1, so it's not going to block and kill that, but that's okay. We kind of don't want that to die anyway. If we could just stay ahead of them. I don't mind taking one a turn to prevent them from gaining some life. Cool. Pass to blocks, that's fine. Pass to damage. Pop this in. No, I'm good. That's fair. That's fair. Wait, didn't it say exile target non-creature artifact? Got it. Did not read that card right. Non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. Got it. Okay, that's kind of a good card. But we're getting in for 4 right now, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Although we missed our land drop, which really sucks. Because then we could have played this. Man, missed that land drop again. That's a problem. What does this do? If a red or artifact would deal damage, that much +1. Ooh. Fun. Well, let's hope that we can just keep swinging for 4 this whole game. Choose 1. 1 damage to a target. Yeah, it deals 2 because of that. Pretty busted. Create a tap power stone. Okay. +1 on target creature, gains trample and haste until end of turn. Wow, this is a really good card. Do we kill it? Do we kill it or do we draw cards? That's the question. I think we kill it. I think we kill it. It fights it. Then it attacks. And hopefully all they have is artifacts in their hand. Nope, what is this? That's cool. Hey, look at that. We got ourselves a card. That's a 3/2. Might not be the worst idea in the world to just make this guy. We could also kill it again. Oh, that'd be so mean. I think we play this. And we say no attacks. Ichor Wellspring. Enters the battlefield or is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Draw a card. Interesting. Look at that. We got our land. So now we for sure kill that. Yeah. We'll go here. We'll go there. Okay. It gains indestructible. That's pretty good. Oh, hexproof and indestructible. So the spell just fizzles. That's funny. Alright, well, it's got indestructible, so they're just going to block me. So I don't think I attack here. And that's an instant, so I don't play that yet either. Theoretically, we could have just played this Juggernaut. Oh, Phyrexian Revoker's back. Neat. Choose a non-land card name. Fair. Which one do they kill here? That's an interesting choice, because this can pump now, but this becomes a really big problem later. Okay, That probably means that they don't have removal. It's a 2/1. Pass to attackers. See if they want to swing at me. I'm going to play this card. Alright, we got some land. That's good. This is the one that we get rid of, I think. Alright, cool. So we'll play this. Question is, do we attack here? Is this an instant or sorcery? Instant. Theoretically, if I swing, I could kill that if they try to block it. Which they probably will. They got a lot of stuff untapped. Well, let's see what happens. I think that's the play. Yep, that's fair. So we'll play this. Ah, they just have all the combat tricks. Why didn't they give me a window to activate that ability? That was kind of weird. Can't activate. What? Oh. They activated this one. Didn't even know that. Alright, cool. I thought they did the other one. That's why they didn't give me a window. Makes sense now. Evolving Wilds. Cool. We have this big old juggernaut. And that's pretty much it. Ooh, and they're going to swing. Ooh, that's interesting. Really interesting. Okay. Could do this. Kill the Phyrexian Revoker. That'd be kind of neat. Well, we're definitely going to tab that first. What do you mean? This mana can't be... Oh, cast a non-artifact spell. We activated an ability with it. That's what we did last time. So we do this. Yeah, this is what we do. Oh, and we're getting rid of their thing here. 5 damage to target. What was that? 5. Come back. Let's read what that spell does. 5 and 2. That's not bad. No attacks, because now I just die to their bear. Oh, they took my bear. No. Do I get it back? I don't get it back. No, until end of turn. We're good. Well, that hurt. Ooh, when we top deck land, it's not really going to help us. Let's play that. We're going to pass the turn there. Our next top deck needs to be something here. Sundering Titan is back. Whoa. That's pretty rude. Theoretically, we can block this. Which is probably what we should do. Goblin Firebomb. Unearth for 5. Oh, we're so close to being able to unearth that. We're 1 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cost 6 to unearth. No attacks. No attacks. Got a block, obviously. Let's kill the bear. Kill our elf. We're hanging on. We only have 5 lands, which means we can't kill this. And we got this. That's the end of it. Good game. Sundering Titan. Wow. Didn't think that was going to be something that came into play. It's pretty wild. I think we're going to kill the red splash in our deck. I think we have enough big artifacts. So we'll kill that. Kill this. Kill that. See if that helps us out. That's a weird looking thing. I will say that the art's pretty interesting in this this set. It's kind of cool. I like the retro border cards. It's always kind of fun. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be into that. Are all the retro border cards reprints? That'd be an interesting thing. Yeah, this sand seems pretty good. Cool. Because we have the fight spell? Don't need to reveal that we're playing blue right now. Sure. Anthem on a dude. Cool. On a flying dude. That is flash. Pretty good. Also, that dude's freaking cool. Jumping out of stuff with knives attached to his hand. Pretty crazy. Yeah, it's fine. Wonder if they're playing mono white. Ooh, Burnished Hearts in this set? Oh my gosh, they just reprinted every, like, common commander card for this. It's crazy. Gotta play that staff. And we could even swing. Oh, they have a kitty. Hello. Doesn't do anything when I click it. Levitating statue. Neat. This is probably just play the guy. Playing flyers, which is kind of annoying. Go to combat. Of course. Could at least block the Burnished Heart here. Make him sack it, get some lands. Burnished Heart would be so good for our deck. Yep. Ow, ow. Let's kill one of those flyers. Creature I control, creature they control. Boop. Sorry. Let's get in for some damage. Could get in for another piece of damage. Or we could drop 2 of these. Or we could drop 1 and gain a life. I think that's probably what I'll do. Oh yeah, this is flash. Cool. Gonna drop the Chromatic Star, though, instead of the Firebomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Looks like they are playing mono white. That is something I thought about. I almost played mono green with, like, more artifacts. Thought about that, too. But I just feel like the blue creatures in my deck have so much utility. Like, this is a nuts blue creature. Yeah, that seems really good. Pass to attackers. Yep. Gotta just take it. Yep. Ramp. Makes sense. Just thin the lands out of your deck. You're done wanting to draw them at this point in the game. We're gonna gain some life. Can't block their creature anyway. I have 5 at my disposal. So theoretically I could draw a card during my turn. I don't think we pump the dude at all. I think we play a land. And pass the turn. I think that's the play. Could tap the guy down. I think we want to draw the card, though. See what we draw off the Chromatic Star, 'cause that's the first thing I'm going to do. This is kind of just like a looming issue. So is that. They could actually do that right now. We sort of really want to hit this, a land off of this. Alright, we have this card. It will resolve. They're looking for some creatures. They're in Anthem territory with this guy. Additional cost, that's fine. Just a 4/4. That's pretty nutty. Spectrum Sentinel. Sure. Sure. Alright, we're attacking here. Right? I'd imagine they're going to attack me. Pass to blocks. Pass to damage. Alright, first we're going to do this. We'll make blue. This is going to draw me a card. There's our land for the Firebomb. So the play is definitely to play that out. And we still have 5, so we could actually draw another card here. Which is the play. Another land. Cool. Yo, we might actually be able to play this game. That'd be cool. We're going to go with that. Could invite the trade here. That seems like a poor use of mana, though. Yeah, you know what? No attacks. And we're actually going to do this during my turn because we don't want them to have the opportunity to have mana and do stuff here. So we're going to kill it. Get rid of that. My guess is they're going to equip this to that and just be like super annoying with it. This is also a soldier. Uh-oh. That's a soldier, and that one flies. Sure, why not? I have to block, otherwise I die. The question is, which creature do I lose in the blocking? 4, 7. Man, I wish I had a Power Stone. Could Portal Phyrexia here. Probably got to be that. We're dead in the air next turn. We got to find some removal here. I guess that's not quite true. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We can't do that twice. We can only do it once. So we could tap down one flyer. That's not going to save us. It's not going to save us. I think this is the end. One land away. But we can gain a life. We can actually untap this and gain a life. That's going to cost a total of... We can go next to combat just to speed up that time. That's going to cost us 4. Then 1 to untap is 5. Then 2 is 7. And we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we could spend 1 on something else. We don't have anything to do just 1. So we're going to go no attacks, and we're going to end the turn. Here's what we're not thinking of. We've got this coming in for 1 next turn as well, most likely. Let's see what they do. Cool. Thing's pretty good. Yep, they're going to animate that. Makes sense. I don't like the way they clicked on my creature there. That's a problem for us. Sure. Can't they just move it? I think they can just move it. Yep, they can. Oh, and they put it on that. Why'd they put it on that? Oh, because this isn't a soldier. That's why. Then we untap. And we cry, because if we had one more, we could actually survive this. So we go to attackers. Just to go through the motions here, we've got that. 1 blocker. We gain a life. We could even untap it. Good game. Yeah, man, that's too bad. Do we miss any land drops that game? I think we missed 1 turn. If we didn't miss, we had Portal of Phyrexia, which would have won us that game. Huh. Interesting. Well, this was a less good blind pre-release. Lost some games. But we did get to see a lot of different cards. A lot of different archetypes. Like I said at the beginning, this is not how you do draft and stuff. You should research, find what's in the set. Like, we lost 1 game because, like, Sundering Titan existed. I didn't even know that was in the set. Makes sense that it's in the set. But you should know about those kinds of cards so that you can kind of, like, anticipate that maybe this... isn't going to be slow enough to get to 8 mana, which I think was our big thing. This is not a slow enough format to actually like sustainably get to 8 mana because there's too many things that attack well, and so you would have to play more things to slow down the game to use a game plan like we were using. So yeah, that's why you do a little bit of research. But I do this so that you guys don't have to. So now you can learn from my mistakes and draft well. If you're in Connecticut or if you're visiting Connecticut, go ahead and come down to Unison Games Cafe and draft with us. We're going to be doing drafts of this set for the foreseeable future, and definitely come down and join us. We've got a good crew. On Friday nights, we do draft starting between 6:30 and 7, and we always have a lot of fun. So come down and join us and talk a little bit of Magic, play some games, and have some fun. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.